been meaning to paint this beautiful scene overlooking Worlaby for some time. What I was waiting for was a day when the sun was coming through between the clouds to get a lovely patchwork of light. It's possible it may happen in about 2 hours' time. It's just 12:15 now. So if I start drawing out my landscape and work out the composition of everything, I should be lucky enough to get my mid-tones and dark tones in and be able to put the lights in as the sun comes out and through. We'll see. It's a lovely long shape of canvas. It's quite a challenge to do, so let's have some fun trying this acrylic today, shall we? Well, the first and possibly most difficult thing I've got to do is to work out this composition into this whole scene, and it's going to be squeezed in, so I'm not going to have huge plethora to paint. It's going to be quite small scale, and how much foreground to have and how much sky as well, very important. So I've got to work that out first of all and work out the proportions, which is quite challenging today. So let's see what we can do. Well, the first thing I've decided to do is give the horizon a gentle curve, so taking in so much the curvature of the earth should come in round here. Now I've just got to work out where things are going to fit within. Gone just above halfway there to give me plenty of sky, and a lot of this foreground grass will be fun. Well, there's my basic composition, I reckon. So I've got the path going down here, just off centre. Obviously the furthest trees across here and in. Grass is all the way around here. Nice amount left for sky, and the trees working the way across. All this is going to be grasses here. So I think the first thing to do is put the sky in, see where we go from there. And I've got to get the background base midtones in, down to my darks. Then we'll hope to be able to pick out all of these lovely light colours, patchwork, after that. So here's our landscape again. Now then, we're going to go down onto the canvas, try and get as much as I can in for you. It's about the maximum I think I'm going to get in. Let's see what we can do with this sky first of all. Now, there's all sorts of colours coming into this now from the mixtures in the palette. Always looks very dark at first on the light canvas, but once I get all the colours in it will make more sense. Really hot. I've just taken my jersey off. It's going to be a scorcher now. The sun's out like this. That's what they promised, and they got it right for once. It's time just to build up a painting. We've got to get all these base colours on first to even start to see it. So much to do in a day like this when you've only got a few hours to paint in before the light changes or the weather gets bad. So I try and catch that moment, that time, that mood as quickly as I can here. Back to the sky again. I've got some base coats in there. Just a brush to feather in the colours and link them in down here as they recede back into the distance. Feel these clouds where the warm and cool greys are. And clouds are going to change so much anyway when I'm painting. Look at the white canvas and see wood for trees, eh? Light's coming and going, and I've got to really work fast to try and capture this before the light changes completely. Like a challenge, and this is certainly one again. Higher up here we've got some really warm greys going on. These lovely areas of blue going on. Making sure I get the right ones is the problem. I can only play one colour against another once we get enough colour on. Different blues going on in here. There's so many lovely colours. It's got to work so fast to find them as well. Right, that's my darker creams established down here now. Now I need to start looking at some of the lighter, cooler creams to make these warms stand out more. And such a huge sky. Right, let's go to our lighter colours. We're going to take some white and add a little bit of the lemon yellow now. We go for a much lighter around these colours first. Right, well, we'll leave that sky as it is for the minute. Let's get down to these beautiful bits of landscape below, because there's got a couple of hours to paint in. It's just right at the moment. There's so much to do. Let's start by looking at some of these lovely colours over here. There's a beautiful Are you getting a bit panty, dog? It's getting hot here. You want to go in the shade, you know, you can move. Play with these colours. I just need to get the white of the canvas gone first so that I can see what I'm doing, for heaven's sake. Not good, no. Probably just there. Background in so that I can lose the white canvas, then I can start to see what I'm doing again. At the moment I really can't. What are you doing, eh? Say hello now. It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, what's in there? You spotted them treats, have you?
Yeah, I've been meaning to paint this for a while. It's just getting the right day and time, chance. First day I've had free, and I've got a busy couple of weeks now. And I'll get up and just see, and then the weather forecast said about 2 o'clock sunny. I thought, right, have a go at it. There's a good dog now. Just beginning to see where it can go now, aren't we? Just beginning. Right there. Well, I think even if we had to finish now, we haven't done badly. So what I'll do actually, I will actually sign it now. So I'm not unhappy with it, but it hasn't quite established what I wanted yet, not quite. There's lines of hedges and little trees going along them. The background here I want to pick up on. Just hold the edges in here a little bit. It's got the warmer colours in, it's working a bit better. Watch things like this, you start fiddling and then it just knocks everything out of shape if you're not careful. I was going to put some cools in the back, some more blues in the background, but I don't think I'm going to actually need to now. Things have caught up. What I was going to do was just play with a little bit more light on each of the clouds in places. Just take my little filbert and we'll just mix a bit of white and lemon yellow. Very, very light. What's that? Hmm? You're a good dog. You've been a good girl, haven't you, again? What are you grumbling about now, eh? Got time to go, do you? Right, so I'll take a longer photograph of that. Lid on the box again. The paint's going to be worth much after this. Well, there we are. Well, I'm fairly pleased with that. I don't think I've done too badly for the time we've had. And the weather's been very kind to me. It's come out in sunshine and I've had those lovely lights and darks to be able to paint. Paints are going a bit solid and mucky. We've been in there a while, but there we go. It's giving you an idea of how to paint a landscape rapidly and look at all those colours and try and balance them out from mediums to darks and then back from mediums to lights again. Let's have one last look at the whole landscape. And then we'll see the view we're looking at, which I can't get it in completely, so we'll have to look from left, which is where we're painting, to right, which is where we finished, and back to that. Okay then girl, off we go home. There's a good dog.